Hi everyone, I hope everyone is doing amazing. Welcome to Skylight Tarot. So, the topic for today, pick a card reading, is a little bit triggering. So, if you don't want to check it out, I would request you guys to skip it. But those of you who would want to check it out, perhaps want to see, get some idea, see if this reading is resonating with you, see if that those red flags that I'm actually talking about are there in your relationship, so that's what the motive is. And like I always say, and some of the tarot readers, they also always mention on YouTube that tarot reading is not here to tell you what the situation is. It's basically here to confirm what you're already feeling. And that's what your intuition is talking to you about, okay? So the today's pick a card reading is the red flags you are ignoring in this relationship. And then we will end the reading with a guidance. Okay. So let's get started. What's coming up for pile number 1? We have growth. Pile number 2, we have wrath. Pile number 3, we have freedom. Okay, so these are your options and your choices. Pile number 1 is growth, number 23. Pile number 2 is number 54, wrath. Pile number 3 is number 19, that's freedom. Now, if you're someone who would actually want you know, some additional help, then here it comes in terms of your zodiac signs. You can use your sun sign, moon sign, ascendant, Venus, whichever way that you feel more associated with, or you can simply go by your sun sign, that's your zodiac sign, as far as your birthday is concerned. Okay, so let's get started. Pile number 1, Taurus, Virgo, Aries, Scorpio. Pile number 2, Pisces, Libra, Capricorn, Leo. Pile number 3, Sagittarius, Cancer, Aquarius, and Gemini. All right, so these are your options and your choices. You can definitely pause the video. You can go back to the one where I've not placed the coins on the creative, and you can select your card, and I'll see you there. Hey, pile 1. So those of you who resonated with growth, number 23, and your zodiac signs are Virgo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aries. This is going to be a reading. We are checking the red flags that you are ignoring in this connection. One second. Okay. The red flags pile number 1 is ignoring in this connection. Ooh, okay. We have mimicry. And we have anomaly. And at the bottom, we have resistance. You know what I feel here? Pile number 1. What I feel here is that you both are triggering each other. You guys could be mirroring souls to each other. You guys are showing to each other what really needs to work on. Basically, what I'm picking up intuitively is that before we get into your tarot, there are certain messages which I would want to bring forward, that there is a possibility of a growth in this relationship individually, okay? And once both of you grow, then there would be a union, because that growth is something which you attain, right? Which you attain through your inner work, through finding out what is not working for you, what is not aligning for you. And how can you literally grow is by actually studying, perhaps judging how the other person is treating you. So, like for example, with the mimicry card here, let's just take the simple example of running and chasing. If you are chasing the other person and the other person is running, that means you have abandonment issues. I don't want to put it like out there, like label it, but you can definitely see you, because what I see with the mimicry here is that you guys are mirroring souls to each other. You guys are here to teach each other some sort of lesson. And that lesson can only be uncovered when you start to look beyond the regular 3D world, because the anomaly here sort of detects that something which kind of deviates from the standard. The standard is the 3D world, right? And you are someone who needs to literally think beyond the 3D world. It might make sense to some of you, it might just not make sense to some of you, but that is the message that I'm getting here, guys. Okay, now that the message has been said as and when I was getting it, I can simplify it for you. This relationship, treat the other person as your mirror, treat the other person as your teacher, perhaps. you know if the other person is showing you attitude, maybe you have an ego problem to work on. All right, it could be as simple as that. When I talk about anomaly here, it's like you don't have to follow the rat race. All right, maybe in a relationship it could be more like, this relationship is generally and primarily for your growth, for your ascension. And if you look at this relationship as a regular romantic relationship where you are holding hands and singing songs, then there is another perspective that you need to bring into this connection. I hope I'm making sense now. Okay, so let's dive in through tarot to simplify stuff so that we know what are these red flags. All right. So when I talk, I hope my mic is on. Yeah, it is. File number 1, clarify growth. Red flags in this relationship. We have the Fool, we have Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Strength. Okay, so we have all the major arcanas here. The Fool here sort of represents that you have to literally relook at your life, you know, because if you talk about the Fool in a tarot card, it sort of represents that someone who's taking that leap of faith, someone who's leaving their city life behind, who's carrying very small amount of bag with themselves and just trying to go out there in an adventure, trusting God, surrendering on the journey, and whatever comes, comes. And that is something that you have to do. The red flag is that you are someone who's not surrendering to the universe. You are someone who's kind of caught up. The Wheel of Fortune is like a cycle. You're kind of caught up in a cycle. And the Strength card sort of represents that, are you strong enough to get out of that cycle? Because when you get out of a cycle, which is a very uncomfortable phase, that's when you will going to see the growth. Okay, so that is the first thing which is sort of coming up. Let's see. We have mimicry. Clarify mimicry. We have Four of Cups. Two of Coins, and Page of Swords. Page of Swords is about being curious about something, when you would want to study something, when you would want to do something. But instead, what you're doing is that you are taking the other person's behavior in, okay, or I can just put it that way, that howsoever that other person is behaving with you, you are taking that as if you are the victim and you're blaming the other person. However, this relationship is basically here to show you, like, what is it that you're not working on? What is it that you're ignoring all your life? There are certain shadow aspects of you which needs to be cleared off, which needs to be healed, and you have been putting it at the back seat since quite some time now. And with Two of Coins, you've been juggling with it, right? But now is the time to literally work on it. So instead of literally be curious about what do I need to heal, what you're doing right now is having that sort of blame game, that this person did not call me, so I'm not going to call them. This person rejected me twice, and I should reject this person thrice first. you know so all these kinds of things are basically coming here, and that is the major red flag, that instead of taking it as a lesson on yourself and working on it and start to heal yourself, what you're actually doing is basically trying to have a tit for tat sort of a situation. Let's clarify anomaly. We have Seven of Swords, we have Page of Cups, and we have Eight of Cups. And at the bottom, we have Seven of Wands. So if I can see, the seven energy is very dominant. The seven has to come to eight, which sort of represents that how you were operating out of a relationship. Now, this also represents that let me just clarify. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. Clarify Seven of Swords. That's Temperance. Four of Wands. The Magician. All right. You have been feeling a certain way, but you are not accepting it. Because temperance here represents when you are fully in charge with your emotions, fully in control with your emotions. You show that it doesn't affect you, but ideally it affects you, pile number one. Okay? Or it affects the other person, take it how it resonates. Page of Cups sort of represents that you are somehow thinking about marriage, thinking about how linear the relationship should be and how it should basically progress after a particular timeline. So maybe, if you guys are together for an year or so, so far you guys should be committed. If you are like together for 4 years, so far you guys should be married or engaged perhaps. So that is basically a linear timeline which you're operating out of. And if this relationship is not giving you that emotional fulfillment, you feel that it is better to walk out of this relationship. However, the case is that with the Magician here, there is something that you need to work on yourself if this relationship is not fulfilling it. Now, okay, I might just get a little bit of backlash here, but what I'm talking to some of you here who are not seeing things now, like I said, you guys could be dealing with your divine counterpart, because I do have growth, I do have mimicry, I do have anomaly. Now, these three cards together screams a divine counterpart sort of a situation, mirroring souls, twin flame sort of situation. So if you are someone who is in a normal karmic soulmate sort of a relationship, you will not going to connect with this reading. I'm telling you like very, very clearly. And if you are someone who is in a divine counterpart situation, you know what I'm talking about, right? You know, pile number one, what I'm talking about. So it's not about someone else meeting your emotional requirement, it's about you meeting your emotional requirement. The magician is about doing that work on yourself. Is the magician trying to do its magic on anyone else here? No, it's on themselves. And that is the anomaly. You are not here to basically follow the 3D matrix systems. You are here to basically challenge it, to question the matrix, to see how you can literally light up. You are the guiding light here. So don't treat this as a normal karmic soulmate sort of a relationship, because this is something which is different. If you are seeking about that, no, I think we should get married by now, we should be girlfriend, boyfriend by now, I don't think so, then this is the relationship for you. Or maybe this reading is for you. So those of you who can resonate with it, I literally pray that this reading reaches to the right set of people, because this reading deserves those listening ears who I would want to talk to. Okay? So let's find out now what can you do? Because that's important, right? I did take out those cards, right? One second. File number one, what's your advice here? Sorry for being so noisy here. So sorry. All right, so pile number one, what's your advice here? The advice for pile number one. This reading got a bit complicated. I just wanted to find out a regular red flag sort of a thing. Robin, okay? Spring into the presence of stillness, for there is much to rejoice in there. Ooh, this is profound. Again, people who can literally connect with this reading will only going to get this answer. Okay, you can expect a happy home with this card, but if you haven't made your loved ones a priority, this is your invitation to do so. Someone needs you right now more than you can ever know. Reach out to the first person who comes to mind, extending an olive branch if necessary. By offering a chance to connect, you are filling both your heart and theirs with unexpected joy. Receiving this card can also mean an addition to your family, such as marriage, birth, adoption, joining a company that feels like a family, or meeting a friend who feels more like a sibling. Now, this card basically talks about home, family, merriment, nourishing your inner landscape. Now, whatever that we read in this book, this sort of talks about your family, someone that you extend an olive branch to, yada, yada, yada. But what I really mean is that you have to literally come to peace with yourself. You have to literally accept yourself. You have to extend that olive branch to yourself. If you had been someone who had been abandoning yourself and maybe, chasing relationships in the past, or I don't know, like whatever the case may be, if you can connect, then this is a chance that you have to first learn to forgive yourself, that it's okay that you acted this way, because you are not coming from a healed version of you. The healed version of you is there, it's there with you, and you have to come home to yourself. That means that you have to tend to your own needs first before you give those feelings, emotions, before you invest your energies into someone else. All right, pile number one. So, this is what I have for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you all the love and light, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Bye bye. Take care of yourself. Hey, pile two. So, those of you who resonated with number 23, growth, sorry, number 54, wrath, I'm sorry. And your zodiac signs are Capricorn, Pisces, Libra, and Leo. This is going to be your reading. We are checking the red flags that you're ignoring in this connection. What are those red flags? Red flags, pile number two. What are the red flags in this connection for pile number two? We have dominance. And we have territory. And we have release here. Okay, those are some red flags. Some red flags. You could be dealing with someone who's very aggressive. Perhaps blaming you for most of the failures in this relationship. I do have a feeling that if nothing goes their way, or if you sort of ask something more from this person, in order for this person to literally have you by the neck, they kind of create some sort of a no contact situation with you. There is a sense of manipulation which I can sense. Red flags in this connection. Red flags in this connection. Clarify wrath, number 54. 9, 7, 4. Clarify wrath. We have page of coins. We have death. And we have Hierophant. And then we have star at the bottom. Look at the two major arcanas, the major arcanas. It's like this person is sort of studying you or something to change you, to condition you into as per them, to literally condition you as per them. See, because death is a card when there is an ending and then there is a new beginning. Now, here with the territory card, also what I feel that if something doesn't go as per them, this person is manipulative enough, right? With the studying card here, with the studying as in the page of coins here, like this person knows the trick of the trade, first of all, pile number 2. If I talk about the trick of the trade, it means that how can they literally make you more and more, because Hierophant is about, belief systems, conditions, traditions, culture, society, wisdom. And page of coins is about they are applying this wisdom to you so that they can transform you into a version which is best suited to them. You see what I'm saying? Right? And this is basically wrath, not in the sense, not in the literal sense, but it is all about manipulation. It's like this person wants to be so overpowering in your mind that whatever that they say, you simply agree to it. File number two. Clarify dominance. Clarify dominance. We have Seven of Swords. We have Page of Cups. And we have Knight of Wands. Clarify Page of Cups. Ten of Coins. Because Seven of Swords is a card when someone has tricks. Someone is more like a trickster, someone who is having a very deceiving energy. And Page of Cups is about someone who is slow, so flirty. Flirty in the sense like they talk to you very sweetly. They talk to you as if you're the only one in the world that matters to them. Clarify Knight of Wands. Ten of Wands. To have their way, basically. Okay. So dominance is about, now I'm not saying that this person is very aggressive, they would going to dominate you, they will just kind of fight with you. No. With Seven of Swords, it is about, if this could be the case with you, pile number two, this is basically a card where someone is so sweet talking that the other person won't even realize that what this person is doing. It's like this person is magical when it comes to talking their way out of it, convincing you about what do they want, how do they want. So if you are someone who would be more like, I don't think so that we should get married this soon, I think we should work on our finances better, this person would be sweet talking, oh my darling, you know what, I really would want to do this with you, it's only one lifetime, finances are only a matter of time, it will be taken care of, once I have you by my side I can, accomplish the world and all of these things. And you will be so much swayed into those conversations and you'll be like, okay, all right, let's do that. Now, for some of the people, if they are genuine enough to do it, to say it, that's fine. That's fine because you're in love and you would want to be with each other. But with Seven of Swords, that is the concern. It's like what this person say to you sweetly, they don't mean it. They don't mean it. And Ten of Wands and Knight of Wands is about this person will going to say 10 things to you, however they all mean only one thing, and that is how can they get their way. That is a major red flag. I am scared. File number two for you. This is like to some extent a bit of a narcissistic sort of a personality who would always, I would not say narcissistic, perhaps manipulator. Clarified territory. Now, to me, this also means a very hot and cold behavior. To me, it also means that sometimes this person is like, let's see, clarify. Tower, Page of Wands, the Devil, and then we have Queen of Cups. Who are you dealing with, pile number two? I'm a bit concerned. Tower, Page of Wands, and Devil. Hmm. Territory. To me, it looks like that this person is perhaps going forward, meeting other people, flirting with other people. Clarify tower. Ten of wands. They might be having options. Page of wands. Queen of swords. Clarify devil. Ten of swords. Ten of wands. Ten of swords. Page of swords. Hmm. Now, whenever something like what I see here is that the foundation, because tower is about your belief system, your values, right? And this person literally challenges your belief system and values, right? With ten of wands, it sort of represents that you are so much burdened by it. To me, I all I can see is that I'm kind of questioning loyalty here, because what this person is actually doing is basically trying to how do I put it? One second, clarify page of wands again. Ace of wands, three of wands, three of cups. Yeah, and that is a high possibility. Okay, now territory here sort of represents that this person has the right to. Tower here sort of represents that sudden ending of something. So there is a high possibility. Now take it how it resonates. Pile number three, if you can, pile number two, if you can resonate with it, because what I feel here is that this person will just gonna ghost you after a very heavy conversation, perhaps, will be very hot and cold. And this person is out there doing, I don't know, whatsoever, right? While you are out there burdened by the thought that what literally happened, that this person has literally ghosted me. And you must be thinking, like, trying to find out the truth, because Queen of Swords here sort of represents the truth, right? You are someone who will always going to be. I'm not finding words to put it. Perhaps an example would do. How can I explain Queen of Swords better? Queen of Swords. Clarify Queen of Swords here. Eight of Coins. King of Coins. Now, okay. Oh, there's a lot of lies and deception here. Pile number two. I'm so sorry that this reading it fell on your lap. All right. Now, this person will going to suddenly stop talking to you. All right, and they are out there with page of wands is about exploring other connections, talking to other connections, flirting with other connections, trying to perhaps get physical as well, because devil is also a card of physical intimacy. With ten of swords is about, they're kind of backstabbing you, they're kind of cheating on you, while you must be thinking, like, if you are someone who would want to talk to them and tell them that, hey, why aren't you calling me? With these two sort of represents that this person will just gonna tell you that I'm working, I'm focusing on my work, I'm busy. And that is the kind of territory that this person creates. Like, they can do anything. However, you are so much conditioned that you literally cannot step out. Because when they leave, you are kind of in this ten of wands energy, overthinking about stuff, burdened by what has really happened, while this person is just going out there and chilling and flirting, and perhaps, because ten of swords generally represents endings, but here this card sort of represents backstabbing, deception. This person is definitely deceiving you. Oh, I pray that this reading reaches out to the right people, right set of people. Okay, let's see. And your energies are so heavy, pile number two, that I can literally feel it. Like I have to literally make effort to let my voice out, to speak, in fact. Such heavy energies. All right, let's just find out what are your advice. Easter egg hunt, which says what you seek may not be what is seeking you. Perhaps a shift is what is needed. I think that explains itself, but we will going to find out what's there in the book. 54. Okay, this card. Now I'm gonna take two paragraphs. One is this one, and the one is this one, and the other one. Then I'm gonna read this. I'm just gonna skip this. Okay. So the answer to your question is hiding just under your nose. You may have passed it many times in your haste or through attempting to look in a place you deem more desirable. Take a look again, and you might find it hiding there in plain sight. Or you may need to look in the areas less traveled. Perhaps the biggest rewards are waiting for you in a place most people have avoided. This card also guides you to remain curious, ask questions, seek new adventures, look for deeper meanings. The more you ask, the more you learn, and each Easter egg of knowledge offers either a deeper understanding of your hidden potential or a piece of information to help you in your endeavors. Okay. You have been basically asked to get more information, pile number two, to get more information about this person, how this person is actually, perhaps study psychology in a relationship, how it works, perhaps study yourself, like, what sort of things that you are finding yourself being, because this person knows your weak point. Weak point. This person knows how to press your buttons. So perhaps it's time that you know yourself what are your buttons, and then you heal those buttons so that the other person cannot press it again. Okay, and that is what your advice is: to be curious about yourself, to be curious about psychology, to be curious about how psychology works in a relationship, to be curious about how this person actually acts. Try to find more answers about if something that you have asked, has this person really given to you? Is this person really coming from a genuine place? Those questions you should just start asking, rather than just being focused on what this person is saying, or perhaps, trying to have a false belief that this person might have just given it to you, that yes, one day we will be getting married and stuff, and you are kind of holding on to that hope. Okay. Oh, pile number two. I wish you all the love and light, and I'll see you guys in the next reading, and you guys please take care of yourself. Hey, pile three. So those of you who resonated with freedom. And your zodiac signs are Sagittarius, Cancer, Aquarius, and Gemini. Oh my god, there's this sudden shift of energy. In pile number two, the energies were so heavy, so heavy. I mean, whew. And right when I said pile number three, I just got the sense of light energy. My head is light. You could be dealing with someone who's like very kiddish, childish, likes to enjoy life, have fun, not wanting to perhaps commit. Maybe. Red flags in this relationship. Pile number three. What are the red flags in this relationship? What are the red flags in this relationship? Pile number 3. We have isolation. And we have night. Red flags. You could be dealing with someone who doesn't want to get committed. What is this night about? Everyone is sleeping. This could be a period of pause, stagnation, stillness, perhaps. I don't know. Let's find out. Pile number 3. So we have 1, we have 9, and we have 6. You could be dealing with a player. I'm getting. You could be someone who's overthinking a lot about this connection, which needs to be balanced, is something which is coming here to me. You could be dealing with someone who doesn't want to conform, CONFORM, to this relationship. Clarify freedom. Great. You could be someone who's like avoiding a conversation, especially when it comes to commitment. Oh. Time and again, this person is avoiding conversation and doesn't want to be clarified, doesn't want their freedom to actually get hampered. Clarify freedom. You could be dealing with someone who's emotionally unavailable, or who is just there for the surface level fun. It could be just right in the, because the Knight card also represents when the relationship is simply physical. There is no emotional connect here. Clarify freedom. We have death here. We have Knight of Wands. And we have Six of Wands. You're dealing with someone who has basically been through a lot when it comes to relationships, and that's what has changed in this person, right? And that's when this person feels that everything in their life will now only be surrounding passion, commitment, sorry, not commitment, passion. Because with Six of Wands, it's like someone who basically enjoys the attention of people, and someone who's actually gets attention as well. So that freedom of operating out of passion, this person really wants it. Column 3. It could be more like with the death card here. This person was not like this, but then with the passage of time, this person has become someone who will just want to enjoy life, who just want to do, because Knight of Wands is an energy when someone is very non-committal, someone who's very passionate, right? Someone who's going to make you feel good about yourself, but that is it. If you ask for anything else or anything more, that's when this person likes to check out. Clarify isolation. This sort of represents an energy where even if you would want to go out there and try to reach out to this person is emotionally withdrawn. And with Knight card here, this sort of represents that this person is only available for the good times in the bed. We have Seven of Wands. We have Queen of Coins. And we have Three of Swords. The Queen of Coins is about being grounded, offering something that's tangible, right? Nurturing this connection. Seven of Wands is about being very, very defensive about it. And Three of Swords is about nope, emotions not involved. So, like I said, this person is someone, the red flag is that this person is emotionally unavailable. And if you are literally someone who's basically trying to want some emotional connectivity, this is not the person. You are actually, barking up the wrong tree. Pile number three. Because this person's intentions are very clear. So if you talk about the opposite of night, it's basically day. When people are out there, when people can see each other, who is going to each other's house. Night sort of represents when all the people are basically in bed sleeping, and this person just like literally sneaks into. Like, have you literally met any of their friends? Have they introduced you to any of their friends? Did you guys go out there and make yourself public? These are some of the questions that you have to ask if I'm literally telling you and giving you these kinds of downloads. And look at the wrath of your person. All my cards are out on the floor. Clarify night. Okay. Clarify night. The Hanged Woman. Page of Coins. Queen of Wands. And then we have Four of Coins here at the bottom, which represents insecurities, which represents that this person wants to continue to hold on to the pentacle and doesn't want to give you that groundedness, right? Because pentacles are the earth energy. Earth energy sort of represents some sort of grounding. You're like always, I would say, there's a lot of passion, and that's it, nothing more. And that is one of the red flags of this connection, that there is nothing more rather than just being physical. Queen of Wands, look at that. This card is like when someone is very attracted towards you. Fiery energy. Page of Coins, to a point that this person is obsessed. But that is it. That is it. Because the Hangman sort of represents things being paused, stuck in the limbo. And where are things being stuck is basically things are just stuck on the sexual side and nothing more. Nothing more. So when you talk about the red flags here, this person is commitment phobic. This person is emotionally withdrawn, unavailable, and this person is only means business and only one side. All right. So that is what is coming up. So let's find out what is the advice for you here. Pile number 3. We have spring rain. What awaits will water the resilience that evolves amid surrender. Number 41. Let's find out. What's your message? Spring rain is number 141. Okay. There is no way around it. Flowers need rain to bloom. They are willing to feel the heaviness of water smothering them from the sky, for not only does it make it possible for them to flourish when the sun returns, but the rain itself provides them with vital nourishment. Okay, so they never know when the storm will come, but they do know how to surrender to it when it does. That is the heart of this card, learning to let go when you're faced with the unpredictable hardship life can sometimes be. Embrace the wisdom of spring rain, as it will guide you to surrender to the ebb and flow of life's many cycles. Like a tempest, obstacles will come and go, but the strength you find within you to overcome your challenges will remain with you for a lifetime. Just as water brings life to seeds, your obstacles are opportunities to grow. So, this relationship is basically here to teach you your own value. So, what I am trying to learn here is that you've had your good time with this person, but if you find yourself being attached to this person beyond that good time, it is perhaps time to literally just let go of this person or let go of your attachment, because this here is not going anywhere. If you're simply having fun with this person, it's great. Pile number three, you can literally go forward with it. And if you can literally be the tempest, be the tempest means you be in the temperance sort of an energy where you are balanced, where you're grounded. But if you find yourself being attached to this person, falling for this person, remember this person is emotionally unavailable and there's nothing that you can do about it. You have to literally let go. This is not your person then. Okay? Loud and clear, pile number three. Thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you all the love and light. I'll see you guys in the next reading. Bye bye. Take care.